Welcome to the latest Business Finance Bulletin, episode 229. Again to the latest Business Finance Bulletin, with me, Rob Warlow from Business Loan Services, the commercial finance expert. In this bulletin, small businesses remain cautious on borrowing, government calls for ideas on curbing late payment, and British Business Bank targets regional angel investors. Let's start this week's bulletin with something that has become a common theme over the last few bulletins, namely small business owners' reluctance to borrow money. Now, as we know, there's an element of uncertainty in the markets at the moment as regards what's going to happen in the UK come March 2019 in terms of Brexit. And undoubtedly that uncertainty is weighing heavy on business owners' minds when it comes to investing in large projects or moving businesses forward. As I mentioned, it's been a bit of a theme where we're looking at this reluctance to borrow. And that reluctance has come out in the latest survey undertaken by the SME Finance Monitor team. Now, this is a survey that's carried out every 6 months, very in-depth. They speak to about 5,000 small business owners about their attitudes and experience to raising finance. Now, the latest report for quarter 2 2018 has revealed that 34% of businesses are relying on external finance. But the important thing is that's down from 38% a year ago. So businesses are just not going for external finance. But more importantly, the report also highlights that businesses are actually holding on to more cash. The report reveals that 22% of business owners say that they have more than £10,000 sat in their account. Now compare that to in 2012 when the figure was 12%. So you can see that's a significant jump of businesses holding on to cash. Now, in terms of the philosophy about borrowing money, well, 49% of business owners say they classify themselves as permanent non-borrowers. These are businesses that haven't borrowed in the previous 5 years and have no intention of borrowing over the next 12 months. That's nearly half of small businesses. 83% of business owners say that they are happy non-seekers. In other words, they haven't borrowed over the previous 12 months and have no intention of borrowing over the next 12 months. So we can see quite a high proportion of business owners are reluctant to borrow. So what are holding business owners back? Well, the survey said that number one is legislation and regulation. Number two is also political uncertainty. And the third reason, economic uncertainty. Interesting that access to finance just doesn't feature. Oh, how times have changed. Let's move on to another favourite topic, that of late payment. Yes, this issue never seems to go away. Well, the government has now come up with a call for ideas on what it can do to curb late payment. Now, you have to wonder, how many times does the government have to come out asking for ideas? It just seems to be forever doing this, and nothing really seems to change. Well, in this latest call for ideas, the government has asked for feedback on a couple of ideas that they want to put out there. First of all, they want to know, should they be forcing larger companies to take prompt payment more seriously? So, for example, they're suggesting, should large company boards have a non-executive director whose sole responsibility is to ensure prompt payment? Next point, technologies. Should small businesses have more tools available to them to help manage the payment process? And thirdly, trade industry bodies. The government's thinking of giving them more power that they can go out there and collect information and data and perhaps name and shame on late payers as well. So a couple of ideas there that the government really wants to put into practice. Now, if you've got some thoughts about late payment and what government can be doing to ramp up the pressure on large companies, you've got until the 29th of November in which to get your views in. If you want to get hold of that consultation paper, just go to your favourite search engine and type in government late payment 29th November 2018, and there you will find the page. To be honest with you, the web address was far too long for me to remember, so it's easier. You just go to your search engine and there you will find that consultation paper. Who knows, perhaps eventually we will eradicate this problem of late payments. If you're a limited company, one way to fund your growth plans is to sell shares or equity in your business. Well, the British Business Bank, which is home to all of the government's finance schemes, really wants to encourage business owners to think about getting investment from angel investors. Now, angel investors are high net worth individuals or business owners who have exited, cashed out, and want to put more money back into other growing businesses. Now, in 2018, beginning part of the year, the British Business Bank undertook a survey, and they realised that there was a bit of a regional imbalance. The survey found out that 57% of angel investors live in London and the South East, and also in the previous 12 months, 43% of the money raised went to businesses based in London and the South East. So the British Business Bank wants to address this regional imbalance. To do that, they've created a £100 million fund, the Regional Angels Programme, with the sole aim of improving access to angel investment in other regions, increasing visibility and availability of those funds as well. So if you are a business based in the regions and you want to know more about that scheme, just go along to the British Business Bank website, which is british-business-bank.co.uk, and there you'll find out more about how you can access this new programme. Well, that's it for another bulletin. As ever, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a like and a share. So thanks very much. I look forward to being with you next time. In the meantime, have a great, successful and profitable week.